How is it going then, everybody? I hope you're all doing very well. Welcome to another video here on our channel. I'm the FIFA analyst, and today we have got another FIFA 20 coaching session for you. We are taking a look at a Division 1 player who is constantly hitting Gold 1 but not hitting Elite 3, which is quite unheard of, to be honest with you. A lot of people that are in Division 1 normally tend to be in the Elite bracket in FUT Champions. I thought this would be a good video for you guys to watch. If you do enjoy, then please do let me know down in the comment section below. You can also subscribe to the channel if you are new. We're going to go ahead and jump straight into the video, so I hope you guys enjoy. Okay, so this is the first thing that these are the sort of mistakes which me personally, I think this is quite common for a lot of FIFA players. Everyone wants to go for these 1-2s, right? People see this and go, oh, this is a good situation, and they just want to go for it. However, what you need to be taking a look at here is that this is Ben Yedder up against Varane. Please understand matchups and how they work. Varane is strong, is quick, is very hard to get past. If you're going to play this pass, Ben Yedder has to be literally scrape offside. You can't be playing that pass in that sort of situation. Managed to win it very luckily. Nice finish. I mean, you were lucky to kind of come out with it with Varane, but nice finish there as well. So if it was me in this situation, right, people ask me how am I quite composed in front of goal. This is a fine finish. Like, it's beautiful with Ben Yedder. Normally, I tend to go with the ball roll downwards and take it past the keeper and commit the keeper in. But you've done well there. Can you just see how, if we watch it again? So I'm all about percentages and odds. I feel like this is not always going to work. You know, sometimes when you go, oh, why is this shot not gone in? Why is it gone wide? Why is it got blocked? Why is the keeper saved it? Whatever it is, why is it hit the post? I feel like this shot, if you take this 10 times, 7 times, it might go in. Other times it might get blocked, it might get saved, it might hit the post. Do you know what I'm saying? It's one of them. So taking that, I feel like if you just wait a little bit longer, ball roll for me is like the higher chance of it going in, because then you've got an empty net. However, it worked out for you in that situation. So, good stuff. Okay, so another massive point for you here, guys. This will be very relatable for a lot of you guys. I am going to be doing a video on composure in front of goal and what can you do. Here, you can't be hitting this first time. The angle's just not there. Whether you go near post, far post, Neymar, he's quality, right? But he's not just going to put the ball in the back of the net most of the times for you. So how can we do it better? The pass is lovely. And what I actually like about this build-up for you is the little bit of movement with Ben Yedder, the little bit of ball roll, the little bit of weight was nice. But then you just get into that position where you just rush it. You let me know in the chat, what do you think you would have done in that situation? How would you have improved? How would you got the ball in the back of net there? In this situation here, what would you guys do? You tell me. There's multiple options, and this is what I like about analysing games on FIFA. I feel like the thing that we've took here with this first time shot is just no. Like, it's a no-go, yeah? Do you understand what I'm saying? Like, that is not an option. The option of fake shot or stop is possible. Would have taken it inside of Varane with Ben Yedder. Again, possibility. Finesse shot, keep walking, then ball roll the keeper. I like that one, critical. Maybe ball roll, but maybe allow for the other defenders to catch up. Fake shot to the left or stop, then maybe play Ben Yedder to the right. Far post, finesse shot would have went for. I think... what would I do here? It's in a bit of a tricky situation. Again, right, so this is looking at percentages and how you want to do it. You can come a little bit forward and you can try and ball roll the keeper. I think that is the hardest thing to do in this situation. I feel like that requires a very high level of player. So for me, that's something that I might possibly do. I do it a few times in a weekend. I feel like the thing that's probably the best thing to do, percentage of chance of it scoring, is take a touch and probably finesse it. Now, you could take a touch. You could take a touch and go for the near post finish, whether that's on the weak foot or outside of the boot. However, I think if you take one more touch here and go for the near post, I think ter Stegen's covered that angle. So I think a touch and the finesse with R1, RB if you're on Xbox, and going for that far corner would be better. I feel like the angle for the finesse is better than the angle for the near post. I feel like if you do the angle for the near post here, it's just gonna get saved. So I'm just quickly going to interrupt this video to say that there are a lot of you guys that are watching these coaching sessions and are enjoying them who aren't subscribed to the channel. So if you are, please do hit that subscribe button down below. It does massively help us. But let's carry on with the video. Anyway, so we're going to go 2-0 up now. Passing to Messi. I mean, let's be honest, there's not really anything there that you could have done differently. It's Messi on his left foot outside the box. Brutal. Nice little comeback in with Semedo. What could the opponent have done here to make this a little bit better? He overshoots massively. To be honest, I think he overshoots massively and then doesn't switch quick enough. Let's have a look again. So the way he overshoots. So this guy here. So for a lot of you guys that are struggling with defending, in this situation, he is just holding R2, which is sprint. He's not holding L2 as well, which is jockey. If he holds R2 and L2, he can literally just cover this area. And he isn't going to overshoot there. It's really poor defending from him, to be honest with you. Really, really poor. But a cracking finish from Messi. For me, I wouldn't get too aggressive into Semedo. He is close enough. It's just that he just overshoots, to be honest. He's not holding L2. Can you see how he's just sprinting? And that's why De Bruyne stops like a truck. Offload that a little bit quicker. Okay, this is the sort of stuff that really annoys me. Style Monkey, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the stream. This is what really annoys me with people in FIFA. You see this? This is called an opponent that is standing in front of a player. Why do we try these sort of passes? Why do we try these sort of passes? I don't really understand it. Like, I know we're 2-0 up, so you might think, yeah, but what's the problem, Al? Well, we're just giving the ball away unnecessarily, and then the guy could go up the other end and score. We dawdle with it there with Guardiola. He actually switches to this left back, so this pass is literally no longer on here. You've got to do something. You can come in, you can look for Guardiola again, you can come up to this way, look for Neymar. Whatever you want to do, it's your choice in this situation, but just don't do that, essentially. I know I say essentially way too much. No, we can't be doing that. We can't be doing that. Fake shot. What has he just done? Okay, so, and this is what I mean. Like, this should be 2-1 now. And this is why I say about just be a little bit more cautious with the ball. Like, that is so cheap to give it away. We get a little bit unlucky there. However, in this situation, just be patient. Defending is like an art. You've just got to just be really, really patient in these situations. If you want to make this tackle here, I'm not really that bothered about it. I am a little bit, but I'm not going to slate you for it because at the end of the day, it's not a massive, massive issue. You know, yeah, you might lose a player or anything like that. You might get counted on from it, but it is what it is. However, in this situation, the middle of the pitch is like the heart to football, right? It is where most of the play comes from, especially in FIFA, and it's how a lot of goals get scored. This is just a simple 1-2 situation. Everyone knows it. That's how that's going to be going. If you just stand up tall, right? L2 and R2 is fine. And just jockey around here. He's going to do one of two things. He's either going to carry on running with Mane and he's going to make you commit to Mane and then he's going to lay the pass off. Or he's going to lay the pass off and look for the 1-2. Either way, you can defend that. It's not so much of a problem. What you can't do is dive in and especially slide tackle. What is that? What is that? And he makes it the way through. If I was him, I would either go that one extra way or I'd do again L2. Keep doing that. Square, an X, which is just fake shot. Let go of the analog stick, stop, and then pass it into there and then go near post. Yeah, because, yeah, I mean, the defending from you there again was quite bad because if he goes that way, you've defended that because that's what you predict he's going to do. However, most players will always look for this cutback just because it's a much better situation. Here, you need to be really, really delicate. L2, R2, and you just need to kind of go either way. You can't predict. When you predict, you overshoot like you did, and you get away with it because he tries a back heel, which is silly. Oh, come on. Let's get this out of the game, boys. We're 2-0 up. We're cruising here. The more time now that he doesn't have the ball, you've got more chance of winning this game and not giving him back. Like, oh, that there is just, you've got a simple pass on into Ben Yedder's. Just use them. And that's what I mean. You've just given him the ball back and he's just nearly scored from it. So what do we do here in defence? We hold L2. We back off a little bit. We switch. It's a switch that messes you over. The defending with your centre back, I kind of understand, because this guy has got runners in because you gave the ball away. You've literally given all of your midfielders out of the game, and now he's running onto your back line. He's got 3 players running on 4. That makes it very difficult to defend. However, that's fine. It's then this switch that really messes you over. If you just stick with your centre back there and then just go and put the pressure on, you can. You switch, he then gets a good shaft. It's a good save from Stegen. You did get away with that quite a bit, though. It's a little bit of an overcommit, and that's why you have to switch to your other centre-back. But then we switch again. It's like panic switching, I think. The actual switch to your other centre-back was fine. Like, I get why you've done that. You needed to do that. However, that switch is fine, because if he plays the pass, you're going to cover it. If he carries on running, you can then go and commit. It's the panic switch back here. It's the panic switch back that messes you over. I really, really like the little 1-2 that you played. Win it with Ronaldinho. I like that because you lay it off quick. This is the perfect situation to either... You've got a few options here. You've clearly just seen the goal and got really excited and gone, oh, yes, goal. Let's shoot, let's shoot, let's shoot. You can play that passing again if you really wanted to. If you don't want to play that pass, you can ball roll him. You can heel to heel him. You can do anything but shoot. If you are going to shoot on the edge of the box, please tell me why we're powering it. If you're going to hit the ball there, you finesse that. You don't power that. But I do feel like that the pass was on. So what I want you to start thinking about, which is what I tell a few people, is when you get into a situation where you would normally shoot. So here, you need to scan the pitch. You need to scan the box. If you scan the box next time, you'll see that pass on and you'll play that extra pass in. Boom, Neymar's in. Neymar goes for out of the foot finish, far post. There you go. You have it. But you just panic. And I don't understand why we think that's a shooting opportunity with power. If you finesse it, I've got a little bit more sympathy for you there. But not when you power it. All here because we need help. How are you doing though, Kingpin? Tackle. Oh, man. Okay, so... A lot of times I do say to people to be, fairly passive in defence, especially when you do struggle with defending. I don't want you to be over-aggressive because that's what a lot of people's issues are. When he does this animation, you should know that's what's happening. You should just go, boom, tackle. And we don't. I don't understand why. What do you think? Like, why wouldn't you do that? You should see that animation and you should just commit there. The worst that happens if you commit is that you lose that player ever so slightly. He's not really in a goal-scoring opportunity. The pass isn't really on there. You've got the chance to go into it. Got the chance to go into it. Wayne. I'm gonna come around your house and give you a slap, alright? When we talk about angles in FIFA, it's all about body angles and the way your player looks in the position where he's gonna pass. When you bring that down there, that situation now tells me you're gonna pass the ball back here, right? You're not gonna play the pass up to here. I don't understand it. Like, I don't understand it. Like, why did we do it? Just think of angles, man. If your player is not facing the way that you are going to pass the ball, do not pass it that way. Again, if this is in the opponent's box and you rush it a little bit, I have sympathy for you. I don't have sympathy here. Here, I want you to concede to just give you a bit more of a ridicule. Do you know what I mean? And boom! What happens? You concede. Your fault. So, again, just to recap over that for you ever so quickly, Alan is facing this way. If Alan is facing that way, you pass the ball down to here. You use your left back, you use your left wing. You do not try and play the ball up here. You've just gifted him a goal back. In this game, at the minute, the guy hasn't really done anything. You've given the ball away. He now has a chance to get in on goal while your defense is playing, your midfield is playing catch up again. And the reason why I ridicule you for this is because, yeah, you've given the ball away cheaply, but because you've done that, now look, you've got Guardiola out of position. You've got, I don't know who that is out on the right wing. You've got him out of position. You've only got Neymar there. Your left back, Carlos, he's got to get back into position. You're asking for trouble. Bish, bash, bosh. I don't know why this one keeps doing this little thing. And it's a lovely finish at the near post. Lovely, lovely finish. Why? Even if Ben Yedder's facing the right way, it's covered by so many people. This is what I mean by just thinking about your passes and protecting the ball a bit more. Guardiola can get involved here. Then you can play it over to your right back. What I mean by this, let's show you. You've got the ball in this situation. You've tried to play the little pass directly in into the runner that's coming in behind here. What I'd like to see you do, because you've got the situation to do so. Let's try and see if I can just build it up. Oh, I've got a block on. Basically, what I want you to do is move it over to this right-hand side and use this fullback that's over here. Just because you've got a little bit of space. What's going to happen is when you switch it over to here, this left winger is going to come over and commit. He's either got to commit or track the runner. If he tracks that runner that's coming down there, you can then play the pass into the middle. Because you don't, and you try and look for this pass down to here, you lose the ball cheaply. At the minute, look at this guy's team shape. It is literally all across here for us. You don't need to rush the chance. Just work it over. You've got 1, 2, 3 players there that look a lot more accessible than trying to play a pass into here. You know what I mean? Do you know what I mean? Okay, so in the middle here, the switch to the centre-back was fine. You get a... Oh, it's the next bit, isn't it? Comes back in. Here. Again, this is... I feel like I just say the same things over and over again to a lot of people, but it's a common mistake. What you're seeing here is this runner in, and the guy's kind of duped it, to be honest. If it was me, I'd be doing it as well, because he can see that runner coming in. He's saying, you're going to think I'm going to go there, so I'm going to go down here and then look for the swept back across. Can you just see the space that we give him? He's actually a little bit unfortunate. It doesn't kind of work out in the way for him, to be honest with you. Yeah, he's a little bit unfortunate that doesn't work out for him. And the reason why is because obviously you've overshot so badly. What can you do in that situation to not do that? Again, it's all about you want to read an opponent, but you can't show him. I say it as in like poker, show him your hand too much, and that's what you've done here. Because you predict him to go there, you've stepped into that way and just said, "Here, have this space. I'm not bothered." If he carries on going this way and then plays a backheel pass or whatever, and you just hold L2 and just stick with him, you've got to be so delicate on the analog stick here. You can't be so heavy, and you just can't predict like you have. Quite lucky. If I was this guy, if I'm going to play this pass, I would do R1 plus X. I'd do a driven pass. I feel like if he plays a normal pass here, it intercepts it. Whereas if he plays a driven pass, because it's quicker, the defender might not respond to it. Because he plays a normal pass, it just gets covered by Mateus. Would you take this little dink pass? What do you think is the best thing here? For me, I personally would ball roll upwards and then play the pass. I think if you ball roll upwards, you commit Varane a little bit. It gives you that little bit more space. Whatever you choose to do, I don't feel like the dinked pass is the right thing. You've got to do something to just bide a bit of time to wait for Ben Yedder to get ahead ever so slightly. And you want to be looking for a ground pass here. The little dink pass doesn't work. So, 3-1 up at half-time. Not a bad half. We haven't really had the ball. But, again, having the ball is how you guys want to play. Whether you want to play quick attack in FIFA is completely your choice. But for me, this cannot be at 80%. That just rings alarm bells to me that we are giving the ball away so cheaply. And we've already established that. We've had 6 shots, 6 on target. But we have already realised that we are just shooting when we get the chance. We're not really thinking about our shot selection to try and increase the chances of it going in the back of the net. So you see like how there... So you see how... As soon as this comes into the middle... Boom. Here, right, if you arch your run so you can come around that way, you have literally covered off that pass. His only other option then is to come over to this left-hand side at Mane. But as soon as you cover off the main sort of passes into the middle, you can then charge at the ball holder, R2, sprint, and just sprint at them. That's how you basically just put pressure on the game and you try and win the ball back. However, I personally don't preach doing that so much, dragging your players out of position when you get to this side of the pitch, because then you are looking at really creating an issue. If you do it in this half, it's still risky, but you can kind of get away with it. It depends how aggressive you want to be. If you are aggressive and you tackle every time you try and win the ball, you are going to get players caught out of position all the time, and I'm going to ridicule you. But if you put the pressure on by running towards the opponent, but you don't press tackle, but you still put that pressure on by putting your player towards the ball, you get chances of winning the ball back then. A lot of players, when they don't get time on the ball, they panic, they make these silly passes and things like that. He's done you too easily then. He's done you way too easily. He's really, really unlucky. So the switch there, it's the movement. It's the movement with Guardiola. He's absolutely done you though. So what do you actually do here? It's this. I ask people now, when you play a switch, I really need you to think about when you play a switch, who you're switching to and who and where your analog is facing. At the minute, when you switch to this Guardiola, if you just run that way, you don't give the ball away as easily here. Can you just see how you've given the De Bruyne a little bit of space by jockeying yourself backwards? You then, again, stand up tall, L2. I think you are, ever so slightly. Yeah, you are, but it's just not being touched tight to him. And he gets really, really unlucky. He should put it in the back of the net. Should get in the back of the net. You work it up again really, really well. Pass into the middle, into Neymar. This Elastico is beautiful. I like it. Here, you've got two choices. You drag back that way, or you fake drag back that way, and then come back this way and go for the near post. A lot of people will think if you do the drag back animation, they think you're going to go back this way. So you can go back this way if you want. Let's see how he defends it. He kind of moves back up that way to predict something like that. But you go backwards, you get into the box, into a crucial area. That's where you've got to believe in your ability a little bit more. Here again, I'd probably be looking at a drag back. A straight drag back, smash it with Ronaldinho. I don't know what you've done there, though. That's what I mean. Again, I tell you what, you guys make the same mistakes over and over again. You make the same mistakes over and over and over again in FIFA. You say about being aggressive in defence. This situation here, people do it so much. You don't need to go and dive in. He plays that pass up and you carry on chasing with Mane, with Semedo, and then you just give Mane the run in behind. Gives him all that space. Good tackle, hopefully. Yeah, that's fine. Oh, no. Look, I think you... you're unfortunate here, right? Matthias takes a terrible touch. However, watch this. It comes from you giving the ball away with a stupid back heel from Ronaldinho. Then the ball gets played down into Mane. You then decide if he's going to play that pass into there. Mane's going to get running. Just track the Mane run. If he plays the pass into there and then you track that run, it's no longer on. You can then switch to them and put the pressure on. You don't need to do what you do with a Semedo and step up. And then it just causes you to concede. Obviously, yeah, you're unfortunate there. the fake shot's fine. The movement back in the middle's fine. Take the touch. Bring it into here. Dribble into here. Do not play this. If you're going to play that pass, I mean, it's got to be a triangle. It can't be that. Do me a favour. When people get into this situation, you cannot predict where they're going, all right? Stop trying to read where someone's going in the area, in the box. You just need to just stick with them. Hold L2. If he then turns and goes either way, I would rather you try and react to the defending and to the position and then try and get a tackle in, then try and stand up, whatever it is. But here, let's just get it to where we need to be. If you just hold L2 and just stand there, stand tall, because then if he goes back up that way, you can cover it. If he goes this way, as he does, you can cover it. Because you try to predict that he's going to go there, you give up the near post, which is so crucial in FIFA. You've just asked for him to score there. Asked for him. Good tackle. Alright, that's fine. Did you just give away a pen? You just gave away a pen? You just... Huh? Why do we press tackle? He's not in a goal scoring opportunity. Do not ever press tackle here. He's not going to score. If he does from the sweat, tough. You've messed up anyway. But no, we haven't saved any packs for Team of the Year, Sankey. How do you link them? What do you mean, buddy? I don't understand what you mean. Alex, how do you find yourself most focused during games? Do you listen to commentary or I listen to the game sound, mate? I listen to the game sound. Been hitting 20 like a month and a half now. This is why. This is why. Try to be calmer. What do I get in FUT Champs? 28 and 2, Elite 1, Elite 2. Anything around that sort of mark. You deserve to lose this game. I use a capture card. I use an Elgato capture card. You're a lucky boy. You're a lucky, lucky boy. Does this go to extra time? But to be honest, your defending let you down massively. You didn't just see the game out, which really it irritated me. Irritated me, as you can tell. As you can tell, it really irritated me. So, right, Wayne, that is your session. All done and dusted, mate. If you've got any questions, please do DM me on Twitter. Things that you need to work on. Stop giving the ball away so cheaply. You cannot pass a ball through a player. It just doesn't work. Stop trying to predict where people are going inside your box. Stop bringing the fullbacks out of position as well with the diving in. You just need to be so patient inside the box. The more you are patient, the more you just won't concede as many. Trust me. Only people like pros, high-level players can try and predict where people are going. And then stop shooting just unnecessarily, man. Just keep thinking about those extra passes. If there's an extra pass on, play it. Just play it. So I hope you all enjoyed this video. If you did, please do let me know down in the comment section below. If you do have any particular questions, you're more than welcome to tweet me, where you've got all of my socials down in the description box. I will catch all of you guys in the next video. Bye-bye.